Welcome to the English Coffee Office. Today is Saturday, February 28, and like every morning, David and Alex are at the coffee machine.
Morning, Alex. Is the coffee machine actually working today? Or is it just making those weird noises again?
Good morning, David. It seems to be working, but it is taking its sweet time.
Classic. I really need a strong one today.
Rough start to the morning?
You could say that. My inbox is already overflowing.
I know the feeling. I have 3 meetings back-to-back later.
Ouch, that sounds intense.
It is just that time of the quarter. Everyone wants to touch base at once.
True. By the way, speaking of meetings, did you see that news about Google yesterday?
You mean the new AI update?
No, the hardware thing. The Pixel Buds Translate launch.
Oh, right? I saw the headline on The Verge on February 25.
It is wild. They claim real-time translation for 50 languages with zero latency.
Zero latency? That is a bold claim.
I know, right? But if it works, it is a total game changer for sales.
I suppose it would make international calls easier.
Easier? It would be revolutionary. Imagine pitching to a client in Tokyo without a translator.
It does sound impressive. Did they say it works offline too?
Yeah, that is the best part. It downloads the language packs directly to the buds.
That is actually very useful for business travel.
Exactly. No more roaming data charges just to ask for directions.
I wonder how accurate it is with technical jargon, though.
Good point. I do not want to accidentally promise a discount when I mean a surcharge.
That would be a disaster for my project budgets.
To be honest, I would buy them just to understand what our IT guys are saying sometimes.
Huh. I do not think even Google can translate that level of geek speak.
Fair enough. But seriously, for $299, I might expense it.
Good luck getting that approved by finance.
I will just tell them it is essential for the new market expansion.
Speaking of market expansion, did you catch that article in the Financial Times?
Which one? I only skimmed the headlines this morning.
The one about the EU and India signing that free trade agreement?
Oh, vaguely. That was on February 24, right?
Yes, it is huge news for the global economy.
What are the details? I missed the fine print.
Well, they are eliminating tariffs on 90% of goods traded between the regions.
90%? That is massive.
It really is. It covers everything from textiles to machinery.
That explains why my boss was in such a good mood yesterday.
It definitely opens up a lot of doors.
We have been trying to get our software into the Indian market for 2 years.
Well, this might be the green light you were waiting for.
I need to look into that. Do you know when it goes into effect?
The article said, implementation starts in late 2026.
Okay, so we have some time to prepare.
Exactly. But from a project management perspective, the logistics will be tricky.
Why is that?
Supply chains are going to shift. We need to be ready for the demand.
Good point. I should probably loop you in on our next strategy call.
Please do. I do not want any surprises down the road.
Deal. It is funny how politics impacts our daily grind so much.
Everything is connected, David. Economics, politics, technology.
You are getting philosophical on me before 9 a.m.
Sorry, I have not finished my coffee yet.
No worries. But hey, speaking of logistics and transport,
Here we go. What is it now?
did you see the New York Times piece about Manhattan?
The one from February 26? About the car ban?
Yes, the car-free Lower Manhattan initiative.
I did read that. It is quite a radical move.
Radical? It is insane. No private cars below 14th Street?
Starting June 1st, 2026. That is just a few months away.
I cannot imagine New York without the traffic jams.
I think that is the point. They want to make it a pedestrian-first zone.
But what about people who live there or deliveries?
Delivery trucks and emergency vehicles are still allowed.
Still, if I lived there, I would be furious.
Really? I think it sounds amazing.
You would,
Think about it. Less noise, cleaner air, more space to walk.
but the convenience. Sometimes you just need a taxi to your door.
You can still get a taxi, just not a private car. And the subway is right there.
I guess. But 14th Street is a huge cutoff point.
It is ambitious for sure, but other cities in Europe have done it.
Yeah, but this is New York, the city that never sleeps and apparently never drives now.
The article mentioned they are adding 500 new electric shuttle buses to...
Well, that helps. But I bet the ticket prices will go up.
Actually, the shuttles are free for residents.
Okay, that is a nice perk. I did not catch that part.
You really need to read past the first paragraph, David.
I am a busy man. I scan for the headlines.
That explains a lot about your email replies.
Hey, my replies are concise and efficient.
If you say so.
Anyway, it will be interesting to see if it actually works.
I think it will. It might be chaotic for the first 2 months, though.
Definitely. I am glad I do not have any client meetings downtown in June.
You might want to check your calendar. We have the quarterly review then.
Oh no! Is that at the headquarters on Wall Street?
Yep, better buy some comfortable walking shoes.
Or I will just use those new Google earbuds to ask for a teleport.
I do not think the technology is quite there yet.
A man can dream. Anyway, how is your coffee?
Not bad. A bit watery, but it does the job.
Mine is okay. Better than the instant stuff at home.
So, what is on your agenda for the rest of the day?
I have to finalize the report for the sales team by 12.
The one for the new product launch?
Exactly. Then I have a lunch meeting with a potential lead.
Sounds productive. I am stuck in budget reviews all afternoon.
Fun. Spreadsheets and more spreadsheets?
You know it. I need to find $5,000 in savings somewhere.
Maybe cut the coffee budget? This machine is not worth it.
Do not even joke about that. This machine is the only thing keeping us going.
True. I would probably quit if they took away the caffeine.
We all would. It would be a mutiny.
Well, I should probably head back to my desk.
Me too. Those emails are not going to answer themselves?
Unfortunately not. Let's catch up later.
Sure. Swing by my office if you hear any more news.
Will do. Maybe I will find out they banned emails next.
Now that would be the best news of the week.
Fingers crossed. See you later, Alex.
See you, David. Have a good one.
Time to get to work. Don't forget to subscribe and practice your English every day. You'll see how it just keeps getting better and better. See you tomorrow. Hope you have a fantastic day.